What's up, family? Welcome to mini-bytes session 46, and today's theme is Celebrate the Wins. My name is Erin, and I'm a mindset and performance coach, and if you would like to learn more about my work, please visit www.erinjewellcoaching.com. That's ErinJewellCoaching.com. All one word. All three words in one. So today we're going to talk about celebrating the wins is today's theme. And this theme was inspired by a couple of coaching calls that I've had in the last week or so, where sometimes at the beginning of a call, I will ask a client, many times actually, I will ask a client to mention 3 wins that they've experienced during since the last time that we worked together. And I find frequently when I ask that question that people kind of pause and they kind of go, well, gosh, let me think about that. 3 wins. And it's a little bit of a sort of awkward hesitation before they finally find in that what they consider to be 3 wins. Well, here's the thing. We experience throughout each day, and I don't have a clinical reference for this number, but I would say hundreds of wins throughout each day. The thing is, especially those of us who work in some type of profession that is attached to a number somehow, so like maybe we're in sales where our performance is directly tied to revenue, which some of you know I did that for about 15 years, or a profession that a lot of the recognition comes from really big quantifiable wins. Well, the majority of us associate a win as being something really large and almost quantifiable, not so much qualitative, but quantitative. And it's no wonder that a lot of us feel like each day we're kind of walking through molasses or walking through, like trudging along through a swamp, kind of struggling through each day. It's really no surprise if we think of wins as these like sort of large quantifiable wins. So like, for example, closing a deal with a big client, or in sales, like, meeting a plan or exceeding the quota or the plan for that month. Like, these are, for a lot of people, that's a win. But the thing is, there's a lot of other wins that are happening throughout each day, but we've been trained to think that a win is something that has to be, again, large and quantifiable. So let's talk about some other examples of wins. So for me, some examples of wins are, I decide to have a smoothie for breakfast instead of a bagel. Another win for me is I decide to have a bagel for breakfast instead of a smoothie. Another win for me is I wake up and run before I start my workday. Another win for me is I decide to sleep in and not run before my workday. Another win is I went out to lunch with a friend that I haven't had lunch with or seen in a while. Another win is I got a phone call from a family member who I haven't talked with in a while. Another win is I woke up and made my bed this morning. These are all wins, and no win is too small. And here's the catch. Here's the gift of recognizing more of the wins that happen throughout our day. The more we recognize all of the wins throughout our day, from the moment our eyes open in the morning, win, getting out of bed, win, having breakfast, win, brushing our teeth, win, getting into the car and seeing a full tank of gas, win, the more wins we will see, experience, and benefit from throughout the day. You see, there are health benefits. There is science to recognizing and experiencing and talking about and expressing gratitude for and appreciation for wins throughout each day. What that does is it sends this message out, and it's this gesture that we are, in fact, winning. And what happens is we start to experience more wins. And what happens is we start to achieve, accomplish, manifest, co-create, whatever words you want to use there, more and more and more of those wins. We create fertile soil and fertile ground for more wins to thrive. And all of a sudden we are thriving. And all of a sudden we are thriving, and we are not just surviving. And all of a sudden we're not seeking to grab onto the next big win, and we are feeling more satisfied with the wins that we are experiencing throughout each day. And fear not, because this isn't going to make you any less driven or ambitious. It actually inspires, my experiences at least, it actually inspires and motivates you to go after even larger and larger and more sort of risky goals. Because the more you go after the bigger dreams, you need fuel to go after the bigger dreams, and an experience of feeling like we are winning and recognizing those wins throughout each day. Not just feeling like we are winning, but actually noticing all of the wins throughout each day is food and nourishment for those bigger wins. So thanks so much for listening. Love you all. Until the next time.